So here we are at the Greenbelt illegal dumping site, which is where the cutoff is for Greenbelt Road. This is used to be Arlington Bedford Road that goes through here, cut off, now called Greenbelt. Takes you up to Trinity. So it used to go down this old road that is now obviously grown over, and it went to two old wooden bridges that covered, or that went over culverts. Right? So here we are. So over these culverts there were wooden bridges, and there was a bridge on either side of the railroad tracks. These culverts were pretty deep, and here's some old historical pictures. At the end, it's a newer picture. You can see where the dirt was pushed in, and they had put some metal culvert in there and pushed the dirt over, and then put some asphalt. So the girl's family had sued, so they filled in the culverts to make it safer. But the reason the holes were there is because these boys thought they were funny and burned the bridges down. And there were some other boys, I guess, some separate boys. That was another case, but they had removed the barriers that were at the ends of the burned down bridges. So the girls ended up driving, up this road, probably at full speed, whatever it was back then. 1961, 6 girls in a big car barreling down the road, and not expecting to have to stop, ran right into the culvert, unfortunately. So with this, you can kind of see how deep the culverts might have been. Of course, with the erosion and everything else, it's not as deep. But you could imagine these girls going full speed in a big 1950s car, and barreling right into the side of the embankment. Well, nobody knew who it was. There was a sailor that admitted to it. He was stationed in California by the time he had admitted to it. They did get released. They just, all 4 boys that were involved were advocated of all the charges. And then I tried to give a little bit of perspective by going to the bridge just to the east, and you can kind of see how high that bridge is. And I can just assume that maybe it was similar to this depth back then, because it shows you the creek, and I think it just kind of gives you a good idea of how deep that culvert might have been back then. So, and we're gonna head back west to the old Arlington Bedford Road, and head down to the location that everybody has been partying at since the 70s, calling it Screaming Bridge. There's another good area maybe to tell that how deep those culverts might have been back then. Well, of course, Trinity's raised there, but so headed back down the road. I think I had a little bit of ADD going on, and I got distracted by the flood area to the So here we're coming up on the cutoff here where the illegal trash dump is, and this is a trail that goes all the way through River Legacy Park, I believe. I don't know that anybody walks this. it's on the other side of the river. But it'll take you all the way back to the park. Um, Another distraction. So now, as we head south down Greenbelt, to the right, you've got some of the settling ponds, and then you've got the well site, the gas well site there to the right, and then another trail that takes you through River Legacy Park and to the new bridge at what everybody has known as Screaming Bridge for, I don't know, since the 70s, since I was young. They've been calling this area right here Screaming Bridge. They've redone it. They've cleaned it up. But now that it's cleaned up and redone, people have already put their mark on it with some spray paint. There's everything from a shout out to Ozzy after he passed away to somebody that drew a wiener, and I think somebody else gave a shout out to their mom. So I'll just let you watch the rest of this.